I declare open this graduation ceremony. Please take your seats. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to our graduating students, to family, to friends, to colleagues, and to everyone in the auditorium who has joined us today for our very special Ulster University graduation ceremony for the class of 2024. Welcome. My name is Professor Cathy Gormley-Heenan and I'm the University Provost, and I'm really delighted to be able to be part of this ceremony with you, because graduation ceremonies are absolutely the highlight of our academic calendar year, because we get to celebrate with you, we get to mark the moment with you, our graduating class of 24, and everything that you have achieved while you've been with us. The completion of your course of study is absolutely fantastic, and we are so proud of you. We couldn't be prouder. We're proud of you because we know just how much it takes to get to this point. We know how much hard work goes into this. We also know that many of you, if not all of you, will have faced individual challenges along the way. Whether that was managing family commitments, a full-time job, or indeed both things alongside your study or your research, or whether it's been adapting to university life, especially if you'd moved away from home for the first time, or if you'd moved to Northern Ireland from elsewhere in the world to complete your programme of study, and someone assured you that the weather would be beautiful the whole time you were here. You did it. And not only did you do it, but you did it brilliantly. And at Ulster, our graduation ceremonies, I like to regard them as ceremonies with pomp and ceremony, but also ceremonies with a bit of personality. So when I give the nod each time, I expect this room to reverberate with the sound of your clapping and cheering. For those of you who've not been at a graduation ceremony before and are maybe a bit nervous or not quite sure how it goes, we at Ulster University very happily take clapping and cheering and whistling and stomping of feet in any way you want to show your appreciation for our class of 24. Please let me hear you do so. So our class of 24, big round of applause. Now, I know that I've said that we're so proud of each of our students, our graduates today, but I also want to take a moment to thank all of those who have supported our graduating students during their time with us at Ulster. All of the mums and dads, the wives and husbands, the sons, the daughters, the partners, the grandparents, the friends, the whole extended family, every one of you will have played an incredibly important part in the success that we're celebrating today. We know that, and we want to thank you for that particularly. And so I'm going to ask our class to look around and find whoever's with you and show them your appreciation for everything they've done to help. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. And I also want to thank my fantastic colleagues across the university, some of whom are with me on the stage today, for all of the help and support that they have given to our graduates. I'm going to have to turn around and say this so the mic will go off slightly, but it's your expertise, it's your encouragement, and it's your commitment to our students that's quite simply outstanding, and we are so grateful for everything that you've done and everything that you continue to do. To our faculty and academic staff. Now, like I said, I love a graduation, so I could stand here all day with plaudits and applause for everyone. It's such an important milestone because it's one that marks the end of your programme of study. But even more excitingly, it's one that marks the beginning of the next chapter for each of you. So in the same way that your journey up until this point has been different for each and every one of you, we know that what comes next for each of you will likely be very different as well. And whatever it is that lies ahead for you, I know that it's going to be really exciting because you've now got the knowledge, you have the skills, you have the research grounding, you have the ideas, and you've got the critical thinking to make that difference. So don't underestimate that, and don't underestimate the ability that you now have to make an impact. And don't underestimate just how important a role each one of you has in the future of your sector or in our society more generally. And that's regardless of whatever stage your career is at. Now, I know you've had a lot of lectures over your time with us, and you probably thought there would be no lecture today at a graduation ceremony, but let me give you one last piece of advice and one thing to take away from today. It's that you have everything that you need to succeed in whatever it is that you want to do next. You've got everything now that you need to succeed in whatever it is that you want to do next, because you've got what it takes. Every one of you now has what it takes. And I know there's probably a feeling in the pit of some of your stomachs because that can sound a bit daunting and a bit overwhelming. So I want to take a little bit of inspiration from this date of the year. So we're on the 19th of December today, a day that will always be marked in your memory. But did you know that on the 19th of December in 1877, Thomas Edison gave the first public demonstration of the phonograph, which was a groundbreaking invention that absolutely revolutionized how humanity records and shares sound. And that was only in 1877, and every one of you has your phone in your pocket. And when we think of that date, and when you take your phone out today and the importance that it plays in your own lives, just think about that. Because at the time, many people thought that such an invention was just impossible. But Edison's determination and his creative mind and his creative thinking reminds every one of us that innovation begins with one very simple question. What if? What if we just tried that? What if? What if? So graduates, as you enter the next phase of your life, let Edison's example inspire you to challenge boundaries and to turn those ideas into reality. Even when other people doubt you, even when other people doubt your vision, believe, just believe in your ability to make a difference. So take that as inspiration and be bold, be brave, and be determined. Because as the author Roy T. Bennett said, you are braver than you think. You're more talented than you know, and you're capable of so much more than you can even imagine. And I think I can speak for everybody in the auditorium who's with you here today when I say, believe in yourself, because at Ulster University, we believe in you. We believe in you. And although you might have left our campus, you're not leaving the Ulster University network and family. You're now part of that vibrant, welcoming, supportive and inspiring Ulster University alumni community who have gone on to do marvellous things all around the world. And we want you to stay in touch with us. We want you to tell us all about those initiatives and inspirations that you have brought to life, from your initial vision to believing in your ability to make that difference. So for now, at this point in the ceremony, let me just finish with the words of renowned educationalist Michael Josephson. Michael Josephson said this: "Take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go. But don't forget to enjoy the journey." So enjoy today, enjoy the journey. On behalf of all of us all at Ulster University, congratulations again. In accordance with the wishes of the Senate and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer honorary degrees and other academic distinctions of the University of Ulster on those named in the conferment list approved by the Senate. I call upon Damien McAllister, Chief People Officer, to present Leona Maguire for the honorary degree of Doctor of Science.
University Provost, colleagues, graduates and friends. Ulster University awards honorary doctorates to individuals in recognition of the outstanding contribution they are making in their chosen fields and to our society. We believe those receiving honorary doctorates are inspirational role models for our students, our staff and our partners. They are people we can all look up to, whose work, values and passions can inspire us in our own personal and professional lives. And in this context, I am truly delighted to present Leona Maguire for the honorary degree of Doctor of Science. Leona Maguire is Ireland's most successful female golfer, known for her mental toughness, discipline and unwavering focus. Her achievements span both the amateur and professional ranks of the game, where she has consistently demonstrated absolute excellence. Leona's story began in County Cavan, where she and her twin sister Lisa picked up golf clubs at a young age. It was clear early on that Leona was destined for greatness. Her extraordinary talent and unwavering work ethic propelled her to the very top of the amateur golfing world. Leona spent a record 135 weeks as the world's #1 amateur golfer. That's longer than any other player in history, either male or female. Her time at Duke University in North Carolina further cemented her legacy as one of the greatest collegiate golfers of all time. She earned 2 Anika Awards as the best female collegiate golfer in the United States and won 10 individual titles and led Duke University to NCAA championship success. When Leona turned professional in 2018, Many wondered how she would fare in the intensely competitive world of professional golf. She answered them resoundingly, and in 2022 she claimed her first LPGA Tour victory at the Drive On Championships in Florida, becoming the first Irish woman to win on the tour. But perhaps her most iconic moment came in the 2021 Solheim Cup, where she delivered a record-breaking performance, earning an incredible 4.5 points out of 5 for Team Europe, the highest total ever achieved by a rookie in the competition's history, as she helped Team Europe retain the trophy. Leona's victories, under pressure, combined with her unflappable demeanour, made her a hero of not just Irish sport fans, but for golf enthusiasts worldwide. And of course, the accolades continue to pour in. Earlier this month, she was inducted into the Women's Golf Coaches Association Players Hall of Fame, the first Irish golfer to be so honoured. She is a shining light for Irish golf, having represented her country in the Olympics 3 times, and inspiring a generation of young athletes with her poise and professionalism. Leona's success is not just a triumph for herself, but a testament to what's possible when talent, hard work, and support align. So what lessons can we take from her illustrious career, and especially for you, our graduates, today? There are 3 that I think really stand out. First, greatness is built one shot at a time. Leona's record-breaking career didn't emerge overnight. It was forged through years of disciplined practice, mental resilience, and incremental improvement. For graduates, the lesson is clear. Success is not a sprint, but a marathon. Your dreams, like Leona's, will be realised through perseverance, focus, and the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Secondly, embrace your uniqueness. Leona's achievements as a young woman from Ireland competing on golf's biggest stages speaks volumes about the power of believing in yourself. And in a sport where Ireland had few female role models, Leona has charted her own path, showing that the road less travelled can lead to the summit. Graduates, never let the world's assumptions define your ambitions. Define them for yourself and let your individuality shine. And finally, thrive with your team. Golf may appear solitary, but Leona's success is also a reflection of the people who've supported her, her family, her coaches, and her teammates. Leona's performance in the Solheim Cup in 2021 exemplifies teamwork at its finest. And as you step into your future careers, remember that collaboration and relationships are essential. Build your network, support others, and welcome the support they offer you. We are delighted to have some of Leona's closest team here today, including her parents, Breda and Declan. Thank you for being with us and for everything you have done to support Leona and her achievements. Of course, Leona's journey is far from over. As she continues to climb new heights, she reminds us all that there is no ceiling for those who dare to dream and put in the work. Her victories are not just personal milestones, but symbols of what can be achieved when determination meets opportunity. Leona, thank you for your incredible contribution to sport so far, and good luck for everything that is still to come. Your friends at Ulster University will be supporting you every step of the way. University Provost. In the name of the Ulster University Senate, I present Leona Maguire for the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Leona Maguire, in the name of the Senate, I present to you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa. I call upon Professor O'Neill, Director of Regional Engagement, to present Sam Pollock for the All-State NI Ulster University Distinguished Graduate Award.
University Provost, colleagues, graduates and guests, the All-State NI Ulster University Distinguished Graduate Award recognises a member of the Ulster University alumni community for outstanding achievement in their field. Someone who exemplifies diligence, determination, passion and perseverance. This year's distinguished graduate, Samuel Pollock, CBE, embodies these values through his exceptional contributions to justice, health, and public administration. Sam's journey began near Kilrea in the townland of Dramard before venturing into the village of Tamlet O'Crilly, and his connection to Ulster University runs deep. He was among the very first cohort of students at the Coleraine campus, proudly holding student number 56. Graduating in 1972 with a degree in social work and a diploma in applied social studies, Sam embarked on a career spanning 5 decades, transforming many, many lives along the way. As a probation officer and later as governor of HM Prison Maze, Sam showed courage and dedication during Northern Ireland's troubles, managing a politically sensitive prison population with integrity and care. In 1994, Sam became Chief Probation Officer in South Wales before returning to Northern Ireland to serve as Chief Executive of the Police Ombudsman's Office. Under his leadership, the institution became a trusted authority in transparency and accountability. Even in retirement, Sam continued to serve. As chair of the Western Health Trust, he guided the organisation through the immense challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, making compassionate yet difficult decisions that saved lives. Sam's extraordinary public service was recognised with OBE in 2005 for his leadership at the Police Ombudsman's Office, and further with CBE in 2023 for the crucial role he played at the Western Trust. Sam's achievements are complemented by a rich personal life. He and his wife Sandra, also an Ulster graduate, married while still students. Indeed, we heard over lunch how Sandra contributed to some of his essay contributions during his days as a student. Together, they had 7 children and now have the joy of many grandchildren, 3 of whom join us here today, and we're delighted to have Caitlin, Joseph and Ethna with us this afternoon, and to celebrate this special occasion, which also happens to mark Sam's birthday, and you'll be glad to know we've already sang happy birthday. Beyond his professional achievements, Sam is a gifted musician, playing the organ at his local church and excelling on the guitar. He's also an accomplished runner, completing 6 marathons and countless half marathons, a reflection of his discipline and determination in all areas of life, and doing so at a pace that some of us could only dream of. Today, as we honour Sam, we also recognise his enduring connection to Ulster University. From his days as a student to his ongoing support for our current students through the Ulster Future Student Opportunity Fund, Sam remains a steadfast advocate for education and progress. His wisdom and experiences offer invaluable lessons for the next generation. Sam's journey is an inspiration. He has dedicated his life to service, embodying the core values of this university, and we are proud to honour him with this award. University Provost, in the name of the Ulster University Senate, I present Samuel Pollock for the All-State NI Ulster University Distinguished Graduate Award.
Sam Pollock, in the name of the Senate, I present to you the All-State NI Ulster University Distinguished Graduate Award. I call upon Professor Connolly, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Executive Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, to present candidates.
University Provost, In the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the degree of Master of Public Administration in Public Sector Executive Development, Roisin Ann Curry. Joel William Johnston. Lynn Mary Long. Jacqueline Sarah Lowry. Ciara McClements. Bridget Dimpner McCloskey. Donna Angela Stinson. The degree of Master of Science in Criminology and Criminal Justice, Okeyi Asante. Mohammed Awais Balik. Naina Cheruvet Orr. Elland Collier. Emma Degnan. Naomi Elizabeth Dixon. Carly Hill. Claire Maria Johnston. Abby Langton. Amber Louise Lewis. Lucy McSorley. Olasogi David Ogunrinde. Aoife O'Neill. David Patterson. Joshua Ramsey. Keely Somerville. The degree of Master of Science in Development and Co-Production of Social Care Research, Emily Wilson. The degree of Master of Science in Peace and Conflict Studies, Kamalpreet Kaur. Olusegun Sanyo Akinwale. El Fatih Tayeb Ahmed Emane. Colleen Caitlin Heaney. Zainalabdin Ahab Ibrahim. Rowan Lunny. Kieran McConcharage. Vincent Eneche Onu. The degree of Science, Master of Science in Professional Development and Social Work, Rachel Duncan. Catherine Faulkner. Maria Flanagan. Rachel Graham. Robert Peter McCork. Susie Morrow. Emma Michelle Wilson. The degree of Master of Science in Social Policy, Leanne Abernethy. Priyanka Luthra. Megan McClure-Bota. Rohit Singh. The Postgraduate Diploma in Professional Development and Social Work, Emma Edgar. Stephanie George. Anne Newman. The Postgraduate Diploma in Public Sector Executive Development, Ruth Elizabeth Jameson. The Postgraduate Certificate in Professional Development and Social Work, Stephen Robert McMillan. The Postgraduate Certificate in Public Sector Executive Development, Sue Young Tony Chung. Lindsay Donaldson. Paul Andrew McAnulty. Catherine McCann. Carmel McConville. Johanna Mary McLean. Katsper Zabignik Nawarrell. Claire Christie O'Kane. Mark White. Ashley Benjamin Ragg. The Graduate Certificate in Criminology Applied Practice, Tristan John Bell. Jill Deborah Brown. Kiva Gilmore. Ben Heaney. Lauren Ashley Kyle. Matthew William Alexander O'Flaherty. Olivia Spencer. Jack Wilkinson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Community Youth Work, Emma Kathleen Baird. Gary David Curran. Lauren Hegarty. Niall Keelty. Brona McElroy. Anya McGahey. Emma Nee Murichin. Catherine Rainey. Scott Wilson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Criminology and Criminal Justice, Leah Close. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Criminology and Criminal Justice, Applied Practice, Kwan Ivan Buell. David Bowden. Kerry Brennan. Luke Cassidy. Simon Coupland. Stephen Dixon. Gareth Doherty. Lorraine Margaret Glenn. Tracy Claire Hawthorne. Holly Honeyford. Tracy Lorimer. Deirdre Mahoney. Patrick Bernard McAleer. Ruth McRae. Gary McCulloch. Mark Andrew McMullen. Nicola Mullen. Colin David Murray. Elaine Margaret Murray. Damien Paul O'Rourke. Philip James Quinn. Emma Michelle Thompson. Emma Jane Wilkinson. Tom Matthew Wilkinson. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Criminology Applied Practice, Jordan Blakely. Amber Buchanan. Robert William Crutchley. Margaret Abigail Cullen. Amy Louise Donachie. Kerry Lee Foster. Jodie Gilmore. Cameron Graham. Hannah Grace Gribben. Max Edmund Guthrie. Rachel Holmes. Tony Hudson. John Manley. Callum McCandless. Michaela McAvoy. Amy Hill Miller. James Mustian. Shane Ray. Adam Lindsay Teesey. Callum Walsh. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Health and Social Care Policy, Bronte Rose Riley. degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Politics and International Studies, Thomas James Blaine. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Social Policy with Criminology, Alicia Elizabeth Ellis. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Social Policy with Sociology, Julie Therese Donachie. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Sociology, Kira Harty. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Sociology with Criminology, Ella Thompson. The Certificate of Higher Education in Politics and International Studies with Criminology, Owen Early. University Provost. This concludes the presentation of candidates from the Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences.
Thank you, Professor Connolly, for presenting candidates, and I definitely heard some personality coming out there in that presentation of candidates. And as one graduating student reminded us, it's only 14 steps. So with that, I call upon Professor Armstrong, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Executive Dean of the Ulster University Business School, to present candidates.
University Provost, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Accounting, Aaron Bradley. Corey Brown. Alexander Greer Sayer. Cleana Mathers. Emer McLaughlin. Suzanne Teresa Mooney. Haimal Niuri. Jamie Luke Spillane. Breed Anna Turley. Dara Williamson. The degree of Master of Science in Global Investment Management, Tosin Mujidat Alimi. Mandeep Kaur. Taram Nayab. Naeem Mohammed Saqib. Tazila Tasnem Tani. The degree of Master of Science in International Event Management, Harpreet Kaur. Mandeep Singh. Manjeep Kaur. Manjeet Kaur. Rupinder Kaur. Sawinder Singh. Simranjit Kaur. Taslima Akhtar. Kostaf Banerjee. Ritu Bangar. Rahul Chaudhry. Gurlavlik Singh, Ankush Kamboj, Mandeep Kaur, Chidiogo Cynthia Okolo, Chineye Maureen Oranku, Ranjit Kaur, Uluwaseun Tebitayo Ruteme, Riswitha Satesh, Neve Catherine Thornton. The degree of Master of Science in International Tourism and Hospitality Management, Ashdeep Singh. Nisha Ramanjot Kaur, Saurabh Jot Singh, Oluwabukunme Ulufeme Adeyemi, Sandra Anulika Ateyi, Jayote Bajwa, Ganiyat Oriyume Bakare, Basi Biju, Anandu Charamputu Santosh, Sharon Angel Correa, Fawad Khan Durrani, Nimisha Francis, Elizabeth Frank, Abiodun Abibola Gabadeke Singh, Leslie Irwin, Albin Jacob, Kamal Jot Kaur, James Kadatril Jayan, Musamat Sonia Katun, Jessica Ilobekeme Madokefe, Monica Mahe, Kirsty Christina McBride, Leona Teresa McConnell, Wilfred Chukemeke and Morse, Oluwatuyin Sarah Ojo, Sristi Kamgurukmar, Shisharm Ramramkandi, Nisha Sharmar, Sugin Sujatan, Thank God, Shidera Uba. The degree of Master of Science in International Tourism and Hospitality Management, Advanced Practice, Vishad Vivas. Aisha Zahir. The Postgraduate Diploma in Accounting, Caris Hunter. Polina Kadinska. James Montgomery. The Postgraduate Diploma in Advanced Accounting, Dervla Carnes. Anya Casey. Ryan Cunningham. Molly Gallagher. Michael Heron. Olivia McClurg. Hannah Murray. Ben Robert Scott Proctor. Patrick Semenovic. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting and Diploma in Professional Practice, Matthew Bradley Clayton. Patrick Devlin. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics with Diploma in Professional Practice, Dylan Irwin. Rory Sheehan. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Culinary Arts Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, James Cousins. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Economics and Diploma in Professional Practice, Niall Feeney. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting, Victoria Sarah Burrows. Carolyn Cribben. Concur Fitzsimons. Connor Francis Glass. Anya Keenan. Christopher McKenna. Emma Suzanne Poulsen. Stephen Vallely. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting and Law, Matthew Crichton. Sophie McDowell. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Economics, Conal McCulloch. Sinead Smiley. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Finance and Investment Management, Luke Carlin. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Financial Technology, Brian Anthony McGuinness. Stuart John McMillan. Ria Ellen Convery. Joshua Leonard Trevor Smith. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Hospitality Management, Jamie Peters. Claire Ward. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Leading on Customer Operations, Karen Ellen McDowell. The Foundation degree in Science in Management Practice, Joseph Barsurik. Sarah Boyce. Sean Patrick Canavan. Aaron Conroy. Jessica Daly. Jenny Elizabeth Dunn. Dragatine Fluha. Kieran John Hearn. Cyril Michael Hennessy. Brian Kenny. Jordi Kovacevic. Ivars Leapins. Karazina Alexandra Novak. Paul Michal Pop. Marcel Roa. Alexandra Nusnarvoka. Evan Whelan. Joshua Williams. The degree of Master of Business Administration, Jagrid Kerala. The degree of Master of Science in Business Development and Innovation, Gurum Sangran Singh. Yusra Afzal. Sunbel Irshad. Samson Adeshanya Osene. Rajni. The degree of Master of Science in Human Resource Management, Carrie Rice. The degree of Master of Science in Management, Sunena. The degree of Master of Science in Marketing, Arnchal. Arnarmdeep Kaur. Manisha. The Postgraduate Certificate in Artificial Intelligence, Holly Steele Nicholson. University Provost, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Ulster University Business School.
This really is the best job in the world. You get to see all of the style, all of the shoes, all of the handmade scarves. You see lots. You see a look of trepidation and fear in a lot of students' eyes as they come across the stage. And you see absolute mortification when a family cheers really loudly, and I love that. So if you were one of those family members that thought, they'll really kill me afterwards, let's not worry about that. Let's hear it one more time for our class of 24. Thank you. I call upon our honorary graduate, Dr. Maguire, to address the congregation on behalf of those who have been presented.
University Provost, professors, graduates, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a huge honour for me to be here today to celebrate with all of you. I'm sure it's the end of a very interesting, I'm sure, but hard-working journey for you all, and it's nice to be here to celebrate with you all and your family and your friends and everything that the last few years have entailed. I'm sure the days were long, but the years were short, and many friendships and memories have been built over that time here. Doesn't seem that long ago since I was in a cap and gown 6.5 years ago getting my undergraduate degree. Didn't really think I'd be back in one so soon, or if ever again, but I'm delighted to be here, and thank you very much to the University of Ulster for the honour. I have a twin sister, so there's always been a competitive rivalry between this, and she's actually going to be a real doctor in May, so I'm sneaking in just before her, so bragging rights for me around the Christmas dinner table in a couple of weeks' time. I suppose you've learned a lot over your time here, and lots of lessons to take with you for the new chapter that you embark on, and for me, I suppose, I have a few life lessons from my time in golf. I know there's a lot of parallels between golf and school and life and the real world, so I'd like to just share a few of those with you today. I suppose the first one is, I get a lot of people that always say to me, and I know they mean it as a compliment, but they always say, you make it look so easy, or you made that shot look effortless, and the truth of the matter is it's never rarely easy. Just with all of you in your studies, there was I'm sure no easy A's, and there was a lot of long stressful nights in the library writing papers and studying for exams and tearful conversations with friends and family. So there's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes, and I know with social media and everything, there's a culture of fun, fast and easy, and that's not always the case, but that hard work always pays off, and it really is worth it in the end. And for us as golfers, we hit shots, that hundreds of thousands of shots, just to be able to pull one shot off when we need it the most. But there's nothing more satisfying than doing and hitting a shot or holding a putt when you really need it the most, even if it just means 10 seconds on a highlight reel of Sky Sports. I suppose second is to always try your best. Failure is a part of life. As golfers, no matter if you're the top of the game, you fail more than you win. Every day you go out, you fail, you try again, you fail better, you try again, you go again. Every shot, you put it behind you, whether it's a good shot or a bad shot, it's on to the next shot, on to the next hole, on to the next round, on to the next day. And such is the case with life. There'll be lots of times where you'll be faced with adversity, and sometimes you learn more from those moments than when everything is rosy, but as painful as that might be, it leads to sometimes bigger and better things. And for me, I suppose a good example was when I got my second win on the LPGA. I'd been I'd been second twice, 2 years before that, before I eventually got over the hurdle. In 2021, went down the stretch with Nelly Korda, who's the #1 golfer in the world right now, and just came short. The second year got beaten in a playoff, same thing, and sometimes you're wondering is it ever going to be my time, is it ever going to be me? And finally then the third year I went back, I finally got over the line. So yes, you will fail, but at the same time there's plenty of victories, and don't forget to celebrate the small wins along the way. There's plenty of small wins to be found if you know where to look for them and maintain the right attitude. Thirdly, control what you can control. For us as golfers, we play in all elements all around the world, different grasses, different weather conditions. We're relying on the bounce of a ball to go in a tiny hole. Some days the hole looks like a bucket, some days it looks like a thimble, and it's just the way it is, and so is life. You can't control what other people think, what other people are going to say. Ultimately, you can control your effort, your attitude, and at least then you can walk away knowing you give it your absolute best, win or lose. And fourthly, surround yourself with good people. It seems like you've been very lucky here at the University of Ulster, surrounded by, I'm sure, some great professors, friendships that you've made, mentors, and many of them will carry with you throughout your journey. I've been very fortunate along my journey to have great family and friends that support me, that challenge me, and also a team behind me of coaches and physios and nutritionists and psychologists. And yes, it's me hitting the shots, but there's a lot of people that do a lot of great work behind the scenes to make my life as easy as possible, make me look as good as possible. And I wouldn't be here today without them, and as I'm sure all of you wouldn't be here sitting in these seats without some great people around you. So some of them you've already met and you'll carry them with you in the rest of your life, and some maybe you've yet to meet. So surround yourself with some good people, and you'll never be too far away. And lastly, I'd like to leave you with a Theodore Roosevelt quote. Like I said, there's a lot on social media these days. For us as golfers, we're in the media a lot. We have every inch of our golf game scrutinised in the media, asked questions after every round, and it's sometimes you get down on yourself, sometimes you've the highest of highs, the lowest of lows. So I'd like to read you Theodore Roosevelt's quote, "The man in the arena. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring gratefully." So that would be my message to all of you. No matter what this next chapter holds for you all, you'll go your separate ways. New chapter, new career potentially, and maybe another career after this, but whatever you do, give it your absolute best, believe in yourself, and dare greatly. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Maguire, for those very wise words, which we'll all take with us as we leave today. I also call upon our distinguished graduate, Sam Pollock, to address the congregation on behalf of those who have been presented.
University Provost, Professor O'Neill, graduates, guests, ladies and gentlemen, I will be brief, but first and foremost, congratulations to you graduates. As you go forward from here, I wish you well. I graduated from this university in 1972. It's way back then. Everything I've achieved in my working life links to this university. My advice is very simple. You've worked hard to get to this day. When you go into a workplace, keep working hard. You will have many good days, but you will have some difficult days. Life throws all sorts of difficulties at us. In my career, which finished last May, I experienced some huge challenges, difficulties. Often I just had to cling to my personal faith to get me through. Working with offenders, working in prisons, working through dangerous situations was not easy. Happily, we've moved to better days. My last job was to be in charge of the Western Trust up in Ulster Hospital. And the most difficult experience was COVID. We lost about 3,000 people in this province. In Derry alone, we lost 300 people to COVID. And the most difficult decision was we only had 26 ICU beds. So we had to make decisions as to who had some chance of staying alive and those who had no chance, and they were taken to palliative care. So, you will meet lots of challenges in life, but just stay strong and keep life simple. Back to the beginning, I feel so pleased to be awarded this honour today. Thank you sincerely.
Dr. Pollock, or student number 54, we are so proud to have you as part of the Ulster University family. Finally, I call upon Megan McClure-Botha, a new graduate in the Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, to propose a final vote of thanks.
Provost, academic staff, class of 2024, family and friends, I am privileged to speak to you on behalf of the Ulster University students here today. And what a privilege it is, and what a privilege my time at Ulster has been. I have shared my modules with people from all over the world, from India, Nigeria, Pakistan, and Ballymoney and Bushmills too. Wherever we are from in the world, one of the things which unites us is our desire to take what we have learned at Ulster and apply it for the betterment of whatever geographic and professional context we find ourselves in after graduation. Some of my fellow graduates who I shared modules with are committed to working towards women's equality, anti-poverty, the inclusion of marginalised groups. All of us are leaving Ulster with a desire to help others, and I want to speak today about all the many people who have helped us. Thanks is due to our deans, lecturers and university support staff. Thank you for the carefully planned and well-resourced modules. In particular in this regard, I'd like to thank David Wall for his engaging module, Making Social Policy. The field trips for this module were a particular highlight of my time at Ulster. I'd like to also make special mention of my thesis supervisor, Dr. Grady Horgan, for her advice, encouragement and solidarity I very much so enjoyed the privilege of working with Dr. Horgan. Thanks must also go to my friend Ellen Finlay for her encouragement during the application process, and to my employer, the Women's Resource and Development Agency, in particular the members of our board and our director, Anne McVicker, for her unstinting support. I'm sure my fellow graduates would agree with me that no graduate speech would be complete without a vote of thanks for our families, whether by birth or by choice. All of us in the hall today will have those special to us who have been cheering us on over the years. I'd like to thank my father and mother, Frank and Caroline, for the privilege of being raised in a loving home which encouraged and valued education. You can see this in the lives of my sisters, who I also have to thank for many years of sisterly support. I'd like to thank my husband Peter, who has shared in my stresses and my joys over the course of my studies. And finally, I'd like to thank my classmates who are graduating along with me. We have supported each other through assessments and deadlines, with WhatsApp groups, email chains, and endless tea and coffee breaks. We have formed fast friendships. On this note, I'd like to thank Leona Maguire, who is graduating here today, for all the lifts, the crack, and the solidarity on our journey to this day. Thank you. Many of us are heading on to new jobs or promotions. Some of us will be taking gap years. Some of us will have no firm plans yet, and that's fine too. Those are all for tomorrow. Today we are celebrating a great achievement. We are patting each other on the back and saying, well done to class of 2024.
Thank you so much, Megan, for that vote of thanks on behalf of all of our students to all of the people who are here today to support them, and to our faculty and academic staff as well. That was wonderful. We are coming to the end of the formal part of the proceedings, and after the formal part of the proceedings finishes, there will be champagne and canapes and Instagram walls and a live band and all sorts of things outside. And I have to say that all the children here today, hopefully future graduates of Ulster University, have been remarkable. You've been very patient, very calm, and you've waited a long time, but I did hear that Santa might actually be out there as well. So make your way through the throngs of people, and you might get to see the big man himself. I think we all need to know if we're on the good list this year, but I have no doubt that the graduating class of 2024 are definitely on the good list, given their qualifications and success here today. Before we leave, I think it would be remiss of us not to try to lift the roof off this building by giving one last and final round of applause for our class of 24. And with that, I declare this graduation ceremony closed and invite the new graduates to join in our academic procession.